Happy anniversary.
Hello, everyone.
And we got the Garcias here.
Hi, everybody.
Yes.
Yes.
Now listen, they're celebrating 25 years of marriage, and so they decided to come with us here to Dominican Republic, and so we're in Dominican, and having a great time, and they're getting ready to walk down the aisle and bring my wife and celebrate her. Now you remember, all of you got to play along with this thing. Now she's turning 25 again. So when you see two numbers, a 5 and a 2, that's 21, 25 years old. That's not anything else. Don't let them fool you. So in just a minute, you stay. Hold on. Please invite people. Let people know that we're getting ready to celebrate. They're getting ready to bring the numbers down the aisle, and we're so excited. This last couple of days has been so amazing since we've been here. Let me ask you a question. Papa, have you enjoyed it? You got here yesterday at about 3 o'clock.
Yes.
And have you enjoyed yourself?
Immensely already. It's been an amazing time. Thank you all so very much for reaching out, whether it's been through text, through inboxes. Thank you. It is greatly appreciated. Your thoughtfulness, all of those things.
Okay, here it is. It's 25, remember, 25.
Here we go.
Wow.
Good thing your teeth are yours.
Okay.
All together.
Okay.
Qué bonito. Happy anniversary. Go for it. Kiss it. Go for it together. Y'all scared? Hey! Oh no!
We thank you guys. It's been so amazing just being here. And we said it's going to be.
Get with the right number.
Okay. 25. All right.
I'm 25. Give me 12.
And then 12 years of marriage. Oh.
You have that 21. Or turn those around.
Oh, we got
They'll get it right. It's been 12 marvelous years.
12 wonderful years.
You can't. You gotta go back. Yeah, there it is.
There you go. 12 years. All right.
25.
Wow. Well, thank you guys so much. Are you going to say something?
Yeah, it has been an amazing.
You still got,
I still got stuff on my nose. Wow, it's been an amazing journey. We were just thinking about love. We were thinking about life and beautiful cake. Ooh,
now, one of the things I want before y'all leave, I want to share a thought that I had. Do you have your phone? Do you have your phone? So I had notes. I have to share with you guys tomorrow. Yeah. So anyway, I told my wife, I made a promise to her. I said that, we would, I would take her places she'd never been, And so far, last year we were in Trinidad. This year we're in the Dominican Republic, and so I've tried every year to bring you somewhere. The year before that we went on a cruise, and so we went to 4 different countries all at once. And so I've tried to make sure that every year I take her somewhere that she's never been before. So we've been to the Caribbean, we've been to Central America, South America. We went to Hawaii. So I think next year we're going to take her to Europe somewhere. We're going to take her to Europe somewhere and celebrate. And we're going to try to bring the Garcias with us. And then we're going to
maybe some of you will come with us as well.
Yes. So I'm really excited because again, even spending this time together, we just realized, my wife gave a revelation this morning, and I really literally broke out in tears and cried because I thought about how good that God has been in the marriage. And as we were walking down the beach and going to the places we were going this morning, we did about 2 miles down the beach, came back 2 miles on the beach, and I was really, really excited about that. Really appreciative for my wife and all that God has done through us and for us. And so it was just amazing, And so she got this revelation where she began to look at she began to look at 1 Corinthians chapter 13. And she began to say, like, is your love kind? Is your love patient? Does your love suffer long? And I was like, my God, the revelation that we got, and thank you so much. See, that's why you gotta have.
And then there was light.
And then there was light. But it was just the revelation of how do you really feel about the person, and does your love not count wrongs?
Right.
Does your love suffer along with them? Does it fail them? Does it become frail? Does it, you become you become intolerant of them? And so as we've counseled a lot of people in marriages, we thought about that. We're like, man, how many times does our love fail? How many times does our love get tired? Or how many other times does our love do all the other things that it does? And so I'm really, really excited about what God is doing, Yeah. What were you saying, baby?
Yeah, as we were talking about, is your love selfish or selfless? Do you think about yourself or do you think about the other person? And so we knew that God bringing us together was not just about a marriage, but about merging 2 ministries together. And so again, we didn't know what that looked like. And one of the other things is, people say, always look for, and people have good intentions, of course, but the man has to be this, and he has to have this, and he has to have that. And amazingly enough, none of us, either one of us, had all of those things. We didn't have, our life was not all together during that time. We had both gone through their, similar, transitions in our life, and so we were at a different place in life. And so, but even though people may have looked at him or looked at me and saying, well, they're not perfect. That's not the perfect wife, but I was the perfect wife for him. Others may have said, oh, he's not the perfect husband, but he was the perfect husband for me. And so we were determined to make it right. Every day was not good. Every day was not perfect, but it was love that kept us. It was love that brought us together, that bonded us together, that allowed us to walk through the storms. We went through the storms, went through the rain.
We were walking this morning, and it began to rain. And so as we were walking in the rain, I'm like, baby, we just gonna keep walking.
Yeah.
And so we learned to keep walking through the rain, keep walking through the fire, keep walking through trouble, keep walking through sickness. We even walked through brokenness. Because there were times when we didn't have the money, but we had to just keep going through whatever we were doing. We learned to just keep walking. No matter what, just keep walking.
Right.
It'll end soon. You can walk out of the rain if you just keep walking in it and just keep going together.
Absolutely. And you know what? I haven't found anyone in the earth that has believed in me more than my husband. No one, mother, father, and I know they love me in their own way, but there has not been anyone in my life that has believed in me and invested in me the way my husband has. And so, I know that, God has sent him. He was sent to me. He was sent to find me. In the place that I was, in a place of transition, but I knew that I loved God. I was seeking after God, pursuing him, and as I was pursuing God, God allowed him to pursue me.
say it's wow. Wow.
Yeah, so it's been an amazing journey. We're gonna, do some other things on marriage and so forth because we want to see people whole. We want to see marriages restored, marriages healed, and that was a prophetic word that we got early in our marriage. That God would use our marriage to bring healing and restoration to other marriages, people that were in divorce court already. And so we've seen that in our lives. We've seen how God has used us. And we made a commitment to each other to stay together, to stick it out, to love each other through it, to hold no wrong against each other, to be patient with each other, to be kind and not easily angered. And so not to be haughty or puffed up, not to be envious or jealous of the other person. No, we celebrate each other. We support each other. We cheer each other on. He's my biggest cheerleader. I'm his biggest cheerleader. Listen, I'm going to believe in my husband no matter what. Hey, he's my king. He's my high priest. He's the prophet of my house. Amen. And so he's going to always be in his rightful place. And so I'm going to always honor him and support him and pray for him and cover him. And so likewise, he does the same for me. And that's what it's all about. It's the agape love. It's the agape love. It's not just the brotherly love. No, it's the agape love, the self-sacrificial love, the love that's patient and kind, the love that will wait. Amen. There have been times in my right, doesn't easily give up.
You know, one of the things you said you didn't. Love doesn't envy.
Right.
And so my thing is that like you have a strong anointing, you're powerful. But even as we were sitting here with the Garcias earlier, we were sitting on the beach and we were talking about how it's so important that we celebrate each other, support each other, and we never become envious or jealous of each other's gifts, but that we learn to push each other and we learn to be proud of each other. We learn to work with each other. And when that's whether it's in business or whether it's in ministry, whatever area that it's in, that's what we're called to do. And so we love doing that. We love doing it. And let me tell you this other thing I talked about today that really brought me to tears. Really, when I thought about it, I said, man, my wife didn't give up on me. When I had my stroke and I went through that troubling time, and my wife was there, and she said, "No, you're going to be fine. You're going to get through this." And even at times when I didn't know that I was going to get through it, I was telling y'all, I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to get through it." But my wife was like, "No, you're going to get through it." She never switched. She never let it. It never moved her. She said, "Nope. I'm going to decree life. I'm going to declare life, and you're going to be well."
Because you were like, well, I'm not sure if I can write because, sometimes my mind and thinking. I said, oh, no, you're going to write. It's inside of you. It's inside of you. And listen, he wrote. We just finished a book, The Altar, a place of transformation, revival, and breakthrough. And guess what? He wrote over 90% of that book, probably 95% of that book. He wrote himself. And so he had an outline. God just blessed him. And so, as I said to him, the stroke didn't happen, to him. It happened for him because it gave him the ability to tap into an area that he had not tapped into before. He didn't realize how strong he was. He didn't realize the fight that was inside of him that allowed him to overcome, that allowed him to conquer, that allowed him to arise, out of the ashes. He rose up out of the ashes, out of the affliction, all of those different things that allowed him to rise and to soar. And so it caused him to ride his bike. Come on, he rode, he began to ride, he began to strengthen himself. God had already healed him, and so within him, so he started riding as you all would see. We would ride together, and we do everything together. You guys know that. Of course we share a meal. You guys know that, and so we do everything together. And so I'm appreciative to that for his life. But let me tell you something. There was, as you all have been seeing him emerge. Come on, you've been seeing the things that God has removed. He lost some weight, but he lost more than that. He lost the past. He lost everything that told him he couldn't. Come on, with the weight came all of that, all of the baggage, all of those things that told him he couldn't. He lost all of those things. And so what you see is the purity inside of him. What you see that has emerged now is powerful. It is powerful. I tell you, the best is yet to come. You haven't seen anything yet about what God is going to do through Lajun and Cole Senior.
Today is her birthday, and she just celebrated me. I love my wife. I love my wife. Thank you. And y'all don't even see the Garcias. The Garcias are holding the light so you guys can see in this video. And so, you know, family is just so amazing. Let me let them say something. I know they're holding the balloons and they're holding the light, but can y'all just say something? You guys have been married 25 years, so just say something. Say something.
Well, I mean, it's a privilege to be here with the Coles. Like you said, we're about to be 25 years in marriage, and you know, it does take work. It is work, but if you find the right person, it's worth fighting for, worth working for. And it's like you said, you know, sometimes through the rain, the wind, like we were doing this morning, you just have to, like he says, keep walking, and you work it out.
Keep working.
Yes.
You know, it's an honor and a privilege, and they know that. We've been talking all day to celebrate them, celebrate us. But, you know, it's interesting. They have less years married than us, but we've learned, even in their 12 years, you know, to endure a stroke and learn, you know, how do you get through something like that?
Yes.
And, you know, when you say till death do us part, listen, death can creep near you, but our prophetess has shown, you know, what you do in the midst of something like that. You speak life to your husband, you speak life to your situation, and you don't give up, and you don't let them give up. And so there's so much you can learn when you lean in on couples, not just 25 years, 12 years. You can learn from each other. So we're excited for their celebration, their love, our love, and just that's what we want people to learn, is how to love each other through everything.
Yes.
Everything, every circumstance. Because God is in it. As long as He's in it, it's gonna last. And so we'll keep celebrating and have a good time. We continue to celebrate Prophetess today. Today's her day and their day of anniversary. So we're excited.
Well, thank you. We love you.
Amen. Okay. Well, listen, we're gonna get out of here. We got another broadcast we're gonna do. We're gonna, I think it's 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And
there's so many different time zones.
yes, and so I'm excited about that broadcast. Agnes and Debbie is going to be doing a broadcast, and we're talking about breakthrough, and we're going to share it on our pages. So look for us to share about 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to share it and make sure that you guys know that I really believe God is doing some amazing things. So if you're available and you're around, then make sure you tune into that broadcast. But we wanted to share her birthday with you. Many of you wanted to be here, you couldn't be here. Work schedules and other things didn't allow you to be here. But I am so excited to celebrate this birthday with you.
Yes.
And this is 3 years in a row. We've been in some other country for your birthday. Yes. I often ask my wife, I said, what do you want for your birthday? She said, oh, just to be alone with you in some other country. So I'm like, okay, well, let's go. I don't know where we're going. But wherever we're going, we were going to go to Jamaica. It was one of our sons wanted to surprise us with a birthday thing for Jamaica. But Jamaica was challenging to get into. And then they were challenging to get out of. And then it was going to be so much challenge. So we're gonna take him up. Don't worry. We're gonna take you up on that trip. But we're excited. And I was laughing because Pastor Vincent and Pastor James, I told them, I said, now if something happens wrong with my test to come back, I'll stay here for another 10 days. And I said, if something goes wrong, and they were like, no, Apostle, you're gonna come back, and everything's going well, and you're gonna come back right on time. But I'm not opposed to spending the extra 10 days in the Dominican Republic. So it's been good. Well, anyway, we love you guys. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you're a part of that. I really believe God's going to release a word through us that's going to produce breakthrough. And somebody says, how are you going to be on a live on your anniversary and your birthday? That's what we were born to do.
Right, because we were born, purpose was born today.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it's destiny. And I believe the revelation that we're going to release today will be even greater than some other days that we've released revelation, just because there's so much power and purpose, and this is awesome. I get twisted in my words when I look at her because she's so cute, y'all. Never marry somebody that you're not in love with. Never marry somebody you're not best friends with. Never marry somebody that doesn't take your breath away when they walk in the room. And never marry somebody else. Let me see what else is. what was I say? That doesn't make you tongue tied when you think about it. When you look at them, it doesn't just blow you away.
Right.
And then best friend. Did I say that one?
Yes.
Okay, I said best friend.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. Well, love you guys. Bless you. And we'll.
You want to bless her?
Yes. And if you want to bless her, what's your cash app?
$ Valora Cole.
You can say it one more time.
$ Valora Cole.
All right. So people asking what's the cash app. I see people asking that, and they want to know what is the cash app. The cash app $ Valora Cole. PayPal is
PayPal.me /Cole and Company.
Okay. All right. So we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Everybody that sowed a seed into my wife, I appreciate that so much. Because that means that I don't have to know. I'm just messing with you.
Oh, good. Oh, God.
Yes, God.
Y'all heard that, right?
No,
But every day he blesses me.
Yeah,
every
we don't wait till
single day.
special days just to do
Yeah.
something special.
Yeah.
You make every day a special day because your next special day may not come. So you have to celebrate every day and enjoy every day and what you guys are doing on every day.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Love you. We're gonna talk to you later, and we'll talk to you soon.
God
All right.
bless you
Bye
guys.
bye.
Thank you for celebrating with us.